bullion is that at this hour, boss?
That's the gold bullion special from the Golconda Mine.
Now get this straight. No blunders. You two boys board the coach. The guard will be back there with the conductor.
Yeah? Well, how do you know that, Dirk?
Oh, Slater, the big boss, said so. He's got it fixed. You boys beat it. Gavin, you come on with me.
Look out, Jack!
Come on. What do you fellas want? Never mind what we want. Come on, get out of here.
Hey, what are you fellas after?
Go.
Well, we got him. Hey, we got him, eh? All right, put him in the van. Come on, get up out of here.
Never mind those side plates. The special's only going to roll over these rails once. The spikes will hold us. You know where to take them, Joe. And see that they don't start anything. Leave it to me, boss. They won't be careful. Get going. Come on, boys. We got to hustle to get to clear before number 17 gets here. Quick fast, boys. Remember, we can't send instructions after the special passes. Not even a fingerprint. Just put it out, Kevin. Easy, Dirk. Let's give it some more oil. All right. Here she comes. Come on, boys.
Get her clear.
Get those rails out there as fast as you can. And cover up every trace.
Yes, even replanting the weeds.
Well, Dirk, you pulled it off. That was a pipe, Slater. Easy. Now all you've got to do is to tear open that steel bolt in the car and get the gold. Mark, you'll look into that. We've got to work fast. The wires will be humming with the news of this by now. Right, Mark. Get busy. Here's this strong corrosive cloth. All right. Follow the track to the mine and paint the rails wherever the rust has been knocked off. Will that work? Sure. Within an hour, the keenest eye couldn't tell if the train passed here.
Well, I guess that's all of it, Slater. All right. Now, Gavin, take your men and get that truck out of here. Remember what you're carrying. I'm depending upon you to deliver it. Meet me tonight at the Red Lantern.
All right, Chief. Go ahead, Roy. Thanks, Lefty.
Now, Dirk, it's your job to finish this special.
It's too bad to destroy the train, Slater. Why can't we save it? It might come in handy.
For the very good reason that we can't hide it and keep it on the rails. Now, we've got that 300-foot shaft uncovered and rails leading to it. Drop the train in there, and it's gone forever.
I guess you're right, Chief.
down, Chief.
Yeah. That's a good job well done. Where are your section men?
Well, they ought to be here any minute now.
When they come, have them tear up that piece of track leading to the shaft, throw it down the big hole, then cover up the shaft and make everything look just as it did before. And then let them try to find their lost special.
Mr. Steele to see you, Mr. Moore.
Come in, Steele. Never mind. Well, what's new? What'd you learn?
Not a thing. Special disappeared somewhere between Newton and Earlstown.
This is rank lunacy. Does a train disappear into thin air in the broad daylight? It's ridiculous. 3 days have passed and your men haven't found either the train or the missing crew.
I've been over every mile of the division personally. The special was last seen by a section gang as she whizzed by a mile out of Kenyon.
Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Moore, but your uncle can't see anyone. All the trouble about the lost special and all. Oh, but I must see him. It's very important.
Well, now, baby, we better not butt in. We may not be wanted. Nonsense, Kate. Uncle always wants to see me. Besides, I'm a reporter now. And I have to see people whether they want to see me or not. Come on.
The worst of it is the stolen gold belongs to my worst enemies, Hood and Slater, owners of the Golconda Mine. Hood started to make trouble already. Says the States Pacific must pay for the bullion or he'll enter suit at once. I want you to put men on every spur in the siding, every deep cut, river, bridge.
But we've done that already, Mr.
Do
Moore.
it again. The train is somewhere. Find it. What the... Oh, hello, Betty. What are you doing here?
Hello, Uncle. I've got a job. I'm a reporter on the Clarion.
Yeah?
I want you to meet my assistant, Kate Bland. How do you do?
What's all this foolishness about your being a reporter?
Foolishness? It's not foolishness. I'm really a reporter. And I've been assigned to the story of the lost special.
Well, the papers have already published too much.
They've told about the mystery. Now I'm going to solve it and find the lost special.
You keep out of this, Betty. You wouldn't even know where to begin.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to investigate every siding, spur, deep cut, river bridge on the States Pacific. Come on, Kate. If you want to learn anything about the lost special, read Betty Moore's column in the Clarion. Goodbye, Uncle.
Wait a minute, Betty. Now, don't you go into this. It's dangerous. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Moore? This is, Potter Hood speaking. I just want to tell you that unless something's done to find that gold of mine, I'll make the States Pacific Railroad look like a towpath. That's my ultimatum. I guess that's telling them. Eh, Slater?
Yes. But we can't afford to start trouble with the States Pacific yet. We've still got the balance of the gold to ship.
Yes, thanks to me. If I'd taken your advice, all of that gold had been on that car that disappeared.
No one could foresee such a catastrophe. And now we've got to plan the safest way to ship the balance of the gold.
Safest way. You're right.
Wait here, will you? I'm going to upstairs and see if Dad's in, and I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, Tom. After that long drive from New York, I don't mind taking it easy for a couple of days. So don't hurry.
Okay.
I'm not so sure that shipping by truck wouldn't be safer. You know, we could put a half a dozen armed guards on each truck.
The bandits stole a complete train in broad daylight would make short work of your trucks. Armed guard and all.
Maybe you're right, Slater.
Mr. Hood, your son.
Huh? Well, Tom. How are you?
Remember me?
Remember you? Tom, I'm proud of you. Proud of your creditable marks and that remarkable football record.
I want to congratulate you, Tom.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Slater.
Sit down and join us.
You bet. Well, Dad, what's new?
New? New? Great Scott. I spend $15,000 to educate this boy, and he doesn't even read a newspaper. Why, Tom, we've been robbed. A whole train with a carload of gold has disappeared.
Dad, that news is 3 days old.
Huh?
I mean, what's new?
Why, new?
Now, listen, Dad. I want to tell you where you made your mistake.
Mistake?
What do you mean?
Well, that special train. Advertising a fortune on wheels. A great temptation for some master crook. Now, if you men had used a little judgment, shipped your stuff in a refrigerator car. As fruit, for instance.
That's a great idea. Now, we have another shipment of gold.
Good. Now, you send Bob Collins and me along as a special guard.
Who?
Bob Collins. He's my roommate up at the U. He's a great fella, Dad, and you'll like him. He worked his way through college on the railroad. Talipot, hoghead, and all, right up the line.
Worked his way on the railroad, eh?
Our correspondent will keep the readers of the Clarion in touch with every development of the mystery of the lost special. Good. I'll take these over to the office of the Clarion while you pack a couple of bags.
Oh, where are we going?
To find the lost special.
No, Tom. I want you to keep out of this. It's dangerous.
But, Dad, I tell you, Bob and I are just the men for that job. Bob knows every foot of the track that train would have to go over. And I'd just like to get my hands on the fellow that planned the stealing of that train.
No, I agree with your father, Tom. It'd be much better to get a private detective. I know just the one we need. This is dangerous work. No one knows what became of the crew of the special.
Slater's right, Tom. We've no assurance that crew wasn't murdered. I want you to keep out of this.
All right, Dad. Just as you say. Well, I gotta run along. Bob's waiting for me in the car. See you later.
All right, Tom. Take
Bye,
care of
Dad.
yourself.
You bet.
Great boy.
Hey, what's all the excitement? Plenty. This is one summer, Bob, that you're not going to be working on the railroad.
No? How come?
You and I are going after the smartest crook in the world.
Sam, you're just in time to see my new dress. Come on, big boy.
No, not tonight, man. Business tonight. See you later.
Good evening, Mr. Slater.
Oh, bring the usual drinks, Sam.
Yes?
Good evening, boys.
Oh, Chief. Oh, Chief.
Evening, Chief.
Hello, Sam.
Slater.
Well,
Everything's fixed, Chief.
good. Now, how about the railroad detective in the caboose? Well, that'll be me. You, what do you mean? What happened to the owner of this badge?
He had a little accident. Gavin here's going to substitute for him on the fruit special tomorrow.
All right. Then everything is set. Now you're to grab the train at Kenyon Crossing, same as before. Now the boys will be waiting to take the gold at the place just about. Hey. Wow.
Hello, Talipot. Are we railroad men or are we?
Tell the world we are. Now listen, I know this state-specific road from A to Izzard. And the place to board that train is at Kenyon Crossroads. Now see here.
Kenyon Crossroads. Sure. Well, it was a mile south there that the lost special was last seen. Hey, yeah, but how do we know that this train's going to stop there?
They've got to stop there for water. It's the last water tank before they hit the long upgrade pull. Now look here. She comes on the main line from the Golconda Mine right here.
Yeah?
And with the right-of-way cleared for her, she'll make no stops until she gets to Kenyon Crossroads right here.
All right. And we'll be there to meet her with bells on.
Overalls, you mean.
Okay. Come on, let's get her on. She's due here any minute now, according to the schedule I pumped from Dad. Here, listen. There she is now.
Comes, boys.
Here comes our big idea. I hope it works.
Yes, our cold storage gold train.
All right, come on.
Come on, Tom. We'll sneak around the other side and board her when she starts. Come on.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look.
Come on, let's get him.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Never mind what I mean. Come on, get off the train. What are you wearing this for? Don't worry about that. Come on, get going. Both of you.
We'll ride this train to its destination, and maybe we can find out what became of the gold special and the men that disappeared with it. Now, take it easy.
All right, move on. Come on, into the van. Come on, move up.
This looks like a wild goose chase to me. You know, Kate, that lost special couldn't evaporate. Well, it isn't around here. Well, I've got to have it for my story. Oh, come on, Beth. Let's go home. There isn't a story around here. You have to have people in a story, and we haven't seen anyone for the last 5 miles. Just the kind of a place where things happen. Come on. We'll follow the track.
Jump to it, man. Lefty, you and Spike in the caboose. All right. Come on, Gavin.
Come on, now, take it easy. Let's get him.
Give me a little oil. All
Are you hurt?
Am I hurt? Oh, no, I came down like a feather. Ouch! Never mind me. Go see what happened to Miss Moore.
Are you all right, miss?
I think so.
Well, you're lucky you weren't killed. Well, that was a terrible crash.
Betty!
Yeah.
Don't let me at her. Kate, I'm so glad you weren't killed. You did your best. I'm still here.
Bob, did you get that name? Betty. Betty Moore.
Do you think she's the Betty Moore? Horace Moore's niece?
Any bones broken? I guess not, Kate. I was just stunned. You sure cheated the undertaker that time. I thought it was slow music and flowers for us. Come on, let's get out of here.
Here, let me help.
Easy there. Oh.
Look. Those fellas are beginning to come to life. We better get out of here. I'm afraid your car is out of commission. We'll take you as far as Barton on the train.
Are you railroad men? Are you running this train?
Well, you see, miss, we're
just a couple of young fellas trying to get along.
And fighting your way to fame, huh?
Yeah, and don't think we didn't have to fight to save that train either.
Were those men trying to steal the train? Perhaps those are the fellows that stole the Lost Special.
What do you know about the Lost Special?
I know all about it.
Oh, you do?
Well, that is, I'm writing a story about it for the Clarion. Let's go and round up those fellows. I want to get their story.
Not now, miss. This train's running on schedule. We got to take it through to Brighton. Bob here runs an engine. If we don't get out of here pretty quick...
There they are, Lefty. We've got to stop them.
Come on, folks. Let's get going. Yeah, we got to get that train out of here quick. Come on now. That's it.
Oh, my poor car. What a wreck.
Come on, or we'll all be wrecked. Hurry up. There you go, Bob.
Bill, she ought to be coming along any minute now.
Yeah, I see they coming along.
Wonder why the chief don't bury this train like he did the special.
He don't have to. Ain't no steel vault this refrigerator car likes in the special. Slater figures we can open the refrigerator car easy. Get the stuff, leave the train on the side track.
Oh, I get it. Here she comes. Good. Duck out with the flag so Dirk will know we're here. Look, Tom, a red flag. Don't stop it, Bob. It might be the rest of the gang. You're right, Tom. They won't even hesitate. They're speeding up. They're not going to stop.
Double-crossing us, huh? Well, we'll stop them. Come on, boys.
We'll find a phone and notify Slater. You know what to do.
Yeah. How far is it to the next station? Well, it's about 5 miles from here, called Paxton. But it's only a small station and an operator there. Stop, will you? Because I want to call Dad and tell him what happened. All right. Small station back here, about 5 miles, called Paxton.
Yes, I know. But we'd better go on to Dunkirk.
Right. What happened and find out if we have the right of way to Brighton. While I phone Dad and General Manager Moore. Okay, Tom.
Oh, Mr. Hood,
Yeah?
please don't tell Mr. Moore anything about my being on the train.
Well, I should report everything. Why? What's the objection?
Well, you see, General Manager Moore, he happens to be my uncle.
Oh, is that right?
And I'd rather he didn't hear anything about it until I told him myself.
Well, I suppose that's characteristic of a reporter. All right, Miss Moore, I'm a sphinx. Hey, Don Juan, how about reporting to the agent like I told you to?
Clear 445 with order number 20.
Now, come on. The young ladies can watch the train to see that it doesn't jump off the track. All right, Mr. Hood.
Just a minute, Tom.
Now, wait a minute. Where are you going now?
Here's your orders, Johnson. Right away to Brighton.
Thanks, operator.
You're not Johnson. Who are you? What happened here? Where is Johnson?
Ha! He's looking for Johnson.
Something's wrong here. Give me those orders.
Oh, wait a minute, my friend. If this Johnson you're looking for was on that refrigerator train, he was captured by the gang that held it up.
What?
Yes, held it up, and they carried off the entire crew. Now, Bob, you tell him the rest. I got to phone Dad and General Manager Moore.
Hey, wait a minute here.
Wait a minute. Listen, mister. We're taking this train through to Brighton. And if you want your job, you'll do as you're told.
Hello, operator? I want to talk to Mr. Potter Hood at the Golconda Mine in Jamestown. Yeah, hurry up, will you?
I tell you, Slater, it looks mighty fishy to me. It's preposterous. How in thunderation could a whole train with a shipment of gold disappear without the railroad knowing something about it?
Yeah, that's what Moore says. Haven't been able to find a trace of the lost special.
Moore, what does he know? He's either a crook or just plumb crazy. What? Hello? Yeah, this is Dad. Hello, Tom. What's that? The refrigerator train held up. Great Scott.
Yeah?
Mr. Moore, the refrigerator train with the Golconda shipment of gold was held up.
What?
Yes, sir. We just got word from Paxton the whole crew were made prisoners by bandits. 2 young fellows brought the train in.
Great Scott, if Hood hears of this. Did they get the gold?
No, sir. These 2 young fellows saw the whole thing and recaptured the train and brought it into Paxton. They're taking it on through to Brighton.
But they can't do that. We don't know who these fellows are. Telegraph the operator and tell him to hold the train. And you rush your new crew down there with all speed.
Yes, sir.
Great Scott, if Hood ever hears of this, we'll never get the end of it.
All right, Dad. Bob and I'll stick to the train until it's signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh, say, Dad. Dad, listen. I just met a swell girl here. Horace Moore's niece, Betty Moore.
What? Why, you young... Hello! Hello! Tom! Tom! Young scamp. He hung up on me. Now let Horace Moore tell me there isn't a leak in his office. If it hadn't been for my son Tom and Bob Collins, there'd have been another mystery to solve.
Where's the train now?
It's in Paxton, and Tom and Bob Collins are bringing it through. Good. Would I sweat Horace Moore for this? Hello. I want Mr. Horace Moore, States Pacific Railroad. Yes. Yes.
Hello. Oh. Yes, Mr. Hood. There's no mistaking that melodious voice of yours.
Oh, there isn't, eh? Well, my voice isn't any worse than your railroad. What in thunderation kind of a railroad are you running anyway?
Oh, we all know about the attempted hold-up, Mr. Hood. 2 of our men drove them off and...
Your men? Why, darn your pesky hide. It was my son Tom and his friend Bob Collins that drove them off. Yes, sir. And brought the train into Paxton.
What? Your son? Why, Hood, you...
Yes, my son.
Ah, then it was your son, I believe, suggested shipping the gold in the refrigerator car. If there wasn't a leak in your office, what took him down there?
How in thunder do I know? As far as that goes, if the leak wasn't in your office, what was your niece doing down there? Betty.
All right, all right. Hey, Bob! Hey, come here, you got another passenger. Pardon me.
Here. You can't move this train. I've got an order from headquarters to hold it here.
Well, all right. Never mind, Bob. Here.
He says, never mind what he said. Give me the phone. Hey, listen, Joe. It was Tom Hood and his friend Collins who queered things. In some way, they ousted our men and are taking the train through. But we still have a chance to get the gold. Now, listen, here's what you've got to do. Take the shortcut through the canyon and overhaul the train near Eagle Pass. Board it, take possession, and run it up to the siding in the hills near Newton. I'll send the truck there to meet you.
Still having to feed the oil into the engine.
Fire burns oil and makes smoke.
That's right, and the little whistle goes, beep, beep.
We'll flag the special at this crossing. Those birds won't stop for a flag. We gotta surprise them or they'll get under cover like they did before.
Yeah? This road runs alongside the track to Hemming Crossing. We'll open up on them and run them down. Get ready.
Kind of rough riding, isn't it?
Yeah, rather. Say, let's see where we're going here. That's the rest of that gang.
me, boys. I'll swing it close and board the train.
Come on, Betty, try to bring it through. Come on, pal.
Run the train into the siding near Dunkirk.
You'll be all right. Snap out of it, boy. Well, Bob, I guess we discouraged them. They turned back. Yeah, they must run out of fireworks and they're punching my dome.
Well, she sure blew. Yeah, just our luck. Come on, get us fixed. We gotta beat that train to Dunkirk.
All right. Well, say, by the way, don't have a first aid kit or something on these trains? You ought to fix that wound up. There's a guy that's stuck in the caboose. I'll run back and see if there's any back there. Hurry up! Hey, listen! Bob, two of the gang have boarded the train and they're creeping up on us. Good, we'll capture them. Make them confess the gang in to steal their father's gold. All right?
Great. Now get my story for the Clarion.
Okay, but now listen, we gotta run fast. Everybody do just as I say and we'll get them. All right, now look, Bob, keep your head down and keep the engine going fast. Now look, keep the girl, get over there, keep out of sight. All right, everybody set?
see you, Mr.
Oh,
Hood.
good. Send Mr. Slater in, please.
Hello, Dad.
Congratulations, Tom. You maneuvered that job in great style.
Yes, we got your gold shipment through against a world of obstacles. And it was great sport.
Sport? It is a difficult job and dangerous. You call that sport?
Nothing else but. And we caught one of the gang and held him long enough to get a lot of valuable data. And we're hot on the trail of their leader.
Get this, Sam.
Congratulations, Tom.
Oh,
That
thanks.
was good work.
I was just telling Dad that we've got a line on the leader of the gang that's been stealing all your gold. And we've located their hangout, too.
Where is it?
A club that we all know.
I'll call the police and we'll have that place raided at once.
And find nobody.
Huh?
No, Dad. Let Bob and me handle this in our own way. We brought through your gold when you left us alone.
I think Tom's right, Potter. Let the boys play a lone hand a little while longer.
All right, go ahead. But I'm telling you, it's a dangerous game.
That's why we like it. Can I have a cigarette, Dad?
Are you 21?
Your father's right about the danger, Tom. I think you should confide your movements to him in the event you get in a jam.
Yes, he's right. What is your next move, Tom?
The fellow we caught and battled with dropped his wallet. The wallet was full of letters and a code book. One of the letters was addressed to a fellow named Sorg and signed Dirk at the Red Lantern.
Miss Betty Moore.
Oh, let her come in.
Hello, Betty.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
How do you do, Miss Moore?
How do you do?
Sit down.
I just left Bob.
He's gone down to size up the activities around the Red Lantern. You know, it's a questionable sort of a place.
Have you told your father everything?
Yes, Betty, everything.
He certainly did, Miss Moore. And this is too dangerous a game for you to be mixed up in. Better keep out of it.
This letter that was signed by Dirk was written mostly in code.
Code, eh?
And it mentioned the stuff on St. Helens Island.
Yes. And we think what they mean by the stuff is your stolen gold.
You see, Dad, what I must do first is to get Dirk's code book, then go over to St. Helens Island and try and find the stuff.
Kate has gone over to get Andy Ayers to loan us his speedboat, the speediest boat on the waterfront. We'll be waiting at the Red Lantern Pier.
Miss Moore, you can't be mixed up in this. It's not a woman's job. It's too dangerous.
But it's my job to get the story for the Clarion. And to prove to you that the tragedy of the Lost Special was no fault of the general manager of the States Pacific, Mr. Horace Moore, my uncle.
If you please, Miss Moore, that name is taboo in my presence. The States Pacific Railroad will pay me for my loss, every cent. But we won't talk about that now. When do you expect to go to the Red Lantern? Tonight?
No, this afternoon, before the big crowd gets there.
All right, but be careful.
Well, Joe muffed everything. Wait till Slater gets an earful of this. Well, young Hood got away with it.
I know all about it. But here's something worse. Hood and Collins are wise to this hideout. They've got Cottrell's code book and are coming here. Now, you've got to get that book away from them, Dirk.
I've got it. And those two bozos
Nothing
with
like that, Dirk. We can't take any chances. We don't know how many they may plant outside. Now, listen, you fellas. This is what we've got to do. Now, these boys are clever. They're not the ordinary kind we've been dealing with.
Now, wait a minute, Bob. What's this big surprise? You told me you'd let me in on it before we went inside.
It's this, Tom. We've sort of been playing a lone hand and getting away with it. But this Red Lantern is one tough layout.
Well, now, don't tell me you've gone and surrounded the place with the police.
No, nothing like that. But I got Pug Logan to bring down 6 of his Husky friends from last year's football team.
Oh, great.
And they're all ready for action.
Well, where do we meet them?
They're all placed inside and ready to go when I give the signal.
Oh, that's swell, Bob. Now, listen, here's what we'll have to do first, is try and locate this bird Dirk. Come on.
Good evening, gentlemen. Just 2?
Yes, just the 2 of us, please.
Any particular spot?
Well, we'd like a table where we can see the show.
Eddie?
Yes.
Take good care of these boys.
Yes.
Give them a ringside seat.
This way, gentlemen.
Thanks.
They won't. Well, they're here and seated nice and comfy where they can get a good look at the layout.
Good. I'll go back and follow out my orders.
Righto.
Now remember, boys, Slater said there's to be no gunplay. Now go ahead and get your positions.
Well, that's all right. But we're toting our rods just the same.
You bet we are. And keeping mine handy. Goes for me, too.
I know where mine is.
Well, I'm carrying my gun.
Come on, Parker. Come on. All right, boys.
Hey, that was a pretty good show, Bob.
Sure was, Tom. Say, that blonde on the end was a wow.
All right, now keep your mind off the blondes. We've got a lot of work to do here tonight.
Say, Tom, you're not expecting this crook Dirk to come out and introduce himself, are you?
Certainly not. But I have a hunch we'll find him. He must be a pretty big shot around here.
Well, I hope he shows up.
I wonder just how tough these enemies of Tom and Bob really are. Wait till the bell rings, I'll show you how tough they are. Oh, you don't.
Oh, forget about it.
Say, listen, big boy, you can't pull that stuff on me and get away with it.
I can't, eh? Well, you just try and stop me.
Oh, come on, lay off, Tony. Be on the alert, you fellas. Get ready to go.
You keep out of
Here,
there.
cut it out. What are you trying to do? Start an argument?
Hey, wait a minute. Go get Dirk and bring him here quick.
Dirk, did you hear that, Bob? We're in luck.
Now listen, you. You're always starting something here. Go and get out.
Well, just put me out.
I'll do that too. Beat it, Dot. Here goes the fireworks. Mr. fellow start the fight, Dirk.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you're Dirk.
Yes, I'm Dirk. And I'm not going to have any foolishness with my friends. Now, come on, get out of here.
Stay out! Go get him, get him! Come on, let's go.
We'll wait here, Andy. Well, I'm going to do a little investigating. Be careful, Kate.
Let the gang finish this mob. We're going to St. Helens Island. Good work, Tom. Let's go. Where's Betty with the boat now? Come on, hurry. Curtin Collins got away from my code book. We've got to stop. Come on. We got the code book, Betty.
Good.
Hey, Andy, head for St. Helens Island and step on it.
Frank! They're getting away. What is it, Chief? Listen, into the speedboat. We've got to catch those fellas. Step on it, Frank. Don't let them get away.
Hurry up, Andy. They're putting out the boat.
Where's the police station?
About 3 blocks down the street.
They're gaining on us, Bob. They sure are, Tom. The gas, Andy. Stay here, miss.
No, sir, I'm going with you. I can take care of myself.
All right, but it's your own fault if you get hurt.
Hurry!
Betty, are you hurt?
No, Tom, I'm all right. Oh, Betty, are you sure you're all right?
Boy, that was some smasher. How's Andy? Oh, he's hurt pretty badly. We better get him to shore quick. Come on, Bill. Let's pull the shore right away.
Returned?
Not yet, Mr. Slater. And it was some wild mix-up. And those Huskies that Hood and Collins planted inside, say, they sure made some quick getaway when the cops busted in.
Oh. I'll get back on the job.
What happened? Oh, just about everything. Hood got my wallet and my code book and a lot of damaging information.
That's serious, Dirk. Gavin, get on the phone. Call the Sawtooth Mountain hideout. I want to talk to Duran. We're in a bad spot. Listen, Dirk. Now, this is what we've got to do. Right now.
Hey, Bob, give me a hand with Andy here, will you? Help me get him out. Come on, Andy, boy. Take him easy.
Look here, young fella. You're coming with me. I want a complete report of this.
All right, Chief. Now, Bob, you and Kate get Andy to a doctor quick, and we'll all meet at Betty's apartment at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All right, Phil. You go with him there, Frank. Say, what is all this about, anyhow?
Well, now, Chief, I'll explain everything if you'll just promise me to keep it out of the papers.
What?
Yes. No paper must get a hold of it until my story goes to the Clarion.
Well, that's all right with me.
Okay, Chief, let's go.
Horace Moore says that the insurance company is going to settle with him for the lost special. And it's up to us to collect in the same way.
Well, Moore's no friend of ours. We know that.
You know, I don't know what's come over him lately. We've done business with him and his railroad for years.
Well, we can ship by trucks if he doesn't want our business. But the special was lost through his carelessness. And it's up to him to make good to us for the gold she carried.
I never will be able to understand how that train could disappear.
If we knew that, Potter, we could find the gold that disappeared with it.
Yes, I guess you're right.
$47, 49, 50, 55.
Say, I figured out something, but it doesn't seem to make good sense. Listen. Road. Match. Red lantern. Radio. Small boat. Cave. 1 o'clock yesterday. Laboratory.
It's perfectly clear to me. Something happened yesterday at 1 o'clock.
Hey, Kate, be yourself. We've got to go at the decoding of this letter seriously.
You wanted help.
Hey, here's something. Listen to this. Wilson will have 6 transmuted. Ready ship from laboratory, Cornstalk building, Saturday. Dirk.
6 transmuted? That's a hot clue, Tom.
Yeah, it burns me up, not knowing what transmuted means.
Transmutation. The process of transferring baser metals into gold.
Boy, you hit it, Tom. But instead of changing baser metals into gold, they're going to change your father's gold bullion into a form other than gold bricks. So it won't be recognized when they dispose of it. And they're using the word transmuted as a blind.
And this transmutation is being executed at a laboratory in the Cornstalk building. Now, where's the Cornstalk building? Cornstalk building. 11
240 Soto Street.
In the toughest neighborhood in the city, if you ask me. Now listen, folks. This transmuted gold is being shipped tomorrow, unless we get there first to stop it.
And we're stopping it right now. We're going right down to that laboratory and investigate.
Boy, what a story. Let's go at once.
I'm sorry, Betty, but this is one place you girls cannot go. It's too dangerous.
I'll have you know we can take care of ourselves, Tom Hood. And my paper is not going to be cheated out of that story.
We can get Betty's story, Tom, and give it to her later. Soda Street's no place for the girls.
You're putting a crimp in Betty's story.
I'm sorry, Betty. Bob and I'll meet you here this evening and tell you all about it. Come on, Bob. I have to stop by the office and see Dad, and then we'll proceed to the laboratory on Soto Street. Goodbye, Betty. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now, don't you worry. We'll bring you back a good story. Bye.
Bye, Bob.
Goodbye, girls.
Goodbye, Bob. He's right about seeing us, Kate. But it won't be this evening. It'll be this afternoon at the car stock building on Soto Street.
In other words, we'll let them get down there and start the fireworks, and then we'll move in for the big noise.
Right. Your son, Mr. Hood.
Huh?
And Mr. Collins.
Oh, yes. Send him in.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Tom.
Bob.
Bob.
What are you two doing? Still trying to discover where your gold disappeared to?
That's it.
Well, Bob and I have a hot clue.
Yeah?
Better we have, Mr. Hood. We know a lot more by tomorrow morning.
Well, you boys had better be careful. You're liable to run into trouble.
Slater's right, Tom. I wish you'd give up this investigation. You're worth more to me than all the gold in the Golconda mines.
Well, don't you worry about me, Dad. Bob and I know how to take care of ourselves.
Yes, but I will just the same.
Well, running around with guns is dangerous business. Your father is right. Just leave everything to your father and me. We'll run those thieves to earth.
Take them up.
What do you mean?
It's the only kind of gun we use.
Tom, you'd better teach this wild friend of yours to have some respect for a fellow's nerves.
You're a good actor, Slater. You sure were frightened.
You know, Dad, we're a lot closer to that gold than you think.
Yeah?
Well, come on, Bob. Today's the big day.
Oh, wait a minute. What's your hurry? Come back here. What did you run in here for? Tell me something.
Well...
Now, I admire you boys for not carrying guns, but don't depend too much on your pipe stems. So, let me have that letter from Moore. Huh? I'll take care of everything.
Well, Tom.
Well, that code book that we got from the fella down at the Red Lantern has given us a hot clue about a laboratory down on Soto Street.
On Soda Street?
Yeah. Bob and I feel sure that those crooks have some of your gold from the Lost Special, and they're trying to disguise it in some way.
Yes, Mr. Hood, we're on our way down to Soda Street right now.
And we're going to get your gold.
I admire your courage, but I'd rather lose all the gold in the world than have anything happen to you.
Well, don't worry, Dad. Running down these crooks and finding your gold has just given me an opportunity to prove to you that I'm just a chip off the old block. Well, come on, Bob. We'll see you later, Dad, and don't worry, please.
I'll try not to.
All right.
But you take care of yourself.
Okay.
And look after that big boy.
I'll tell you later.
Dick, that code book that young Hood got hold of has sure put us on the spot. What happened? Young Hood has found out about our laboratory in the Carnstock building. You've sure got to work fast.
Why, Professor Wilson just phoned from the lab, and he said he had 6 bars of gold, camouflaged and ready to ship.
All right. You and Gavin go over to the laboratory. Put Professor Wilson wise. And when young Hood and his meddlesome friend Collins arrive, you and Gavin do your stuff.
Well, leave it to me, Slater. We're leaving for the Cornstalk building right now.
These crooks have a clever leader. They disguise the stolen bullion by melting and embedding it in rock so that it would look like nuggets of placer gold.
Well, don't you think we better wait and find out from the boys if that's what these crooks are doing with the gold before we write the story?
Never mind about the boys. Finish that paragraph. Then we'll go down to the Comstock building and find out for ourselves right now.
Hey, Bob, here's the Comstock building. This must be the place. Come on, let's go. Chemical Research Laboratory. Some camouflage, eh?
Yeah, Professor Wilson.
Come on, let's go. Chemical Research Laboratory. Well, Bob, this is the place. Now be prepared, big boy. Go ahead. What's holding you back? Nothing. Professor Wilson?
Yes, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Well, we understand that your laboratory is equipped for transmutation work.
I'm sorry, sir. Transmutation, you know, is an elaborate and little-known process for which we are not fully equipped. Just at present, I'm deeply interested in the explosive force of a certain acid which I have compounded. I'll demonstrate it to you, if you wish.
Oh, surely.
When a few drops of the acid taken from this container comes in contact with a few drops of the acid taken from that container, the result is terrific. I'll show you.
You fellows are going to hand over those code books. Search it, Professor.
Yes, and we'll go slow and watch our step. Come on.
Well, they're both in there, Gavin.
Yes, and they'll have the pleasure of burning up with the gold.
Well, come on, let's report to Slater.
Come on, step out of it.
Kate, this is terrible. Tom and Bob trapped in that building, and we stand here helpless.
Tom! Come on, step out of it! Really turning now. Good job.
Well, they're in there, Gavin. Both Hood and Collins.
Yes, Dirk. And they'll have the pleasure of burning up with our gold.
Well, we better report to Slater.
Right.
Tom and Bob. Oh, Teddy, get back here. Mr. Fireman.
What is it, miss?
Tom Hood and Bob Collins are buried under that fire truck.
All right, miss. I'll go tell the chief. We'll try and dig him out before the rest of the building falls on him. Come on, stand back here. The fire is dead.
Tom's dead. Get him down here at once. Get an ambulance.
What's the matter with you? What's the... Come on, boy. Look out. Get those fellas out of there. Look out, boy. Come on, man.
Where is he? Tom, my boy. Where is he? They find him?
I don't know, Mr. Hood, any more than I told you over the phone. But we can soon find out. The fire's halfway down the next street.
All right, George. Down the next street. Turn to your right.
All right, come on, man. Let's get this hose strung out along here. Come on.
Tom, is he all right?
I think so.
Tom.
You hurt?
Your escape was a miracle. Yeah, the truck saved us. He was hurt in the building. I just carried him out.
Here comes Kate and Mr. Hood. Come on, we'll get Tom to a doctor.
Come on, folks. They're letting us hold down here.
Tom, are you hurt, my boy? Are you hurt? Is he all right outside? Tom, my boy. Thanks, officer. Get him in the car, will you? You must get him to a doctor.
Hello, McTigg. You got my message? Anything happen?
Not yet, Chief. Haven't seen a soul.
Well, they'll be along. Young Hood and that newspaper girl.
You want me to stop them?
Oh, just pretend to. Then give them a little argument and let them go by.
All right. I get you.
All right, Lefty. Pull up.
Here's the road, Tom.
Yeah, now listen. When we find this place, Betty and I'll go on up alone, see? It's too many of us might tip them off.
Well, suppose you meet somebody.
Well, we'll throw a bluff. Tell them that, well, we could tell them we want to buy some ornamental rock. To build a fireplace or something. Now, come on, let's go.
Oh, all right.
Now, when they come, Spike, you and Gavin on the other side. Lefty, at the wheel, ready for a quick getaway. Tony, behind the rock, and ready to spring. Now, remember, nobody's to be hurt. Now, you're taking them to Duran's place, out in the Sawtooth Range. You get that?
All right, Chief.
Okay.
I got it, Chief.
Hey, we'll leave the car right here. Bob, park it over there at the side of the road.
What's the idea?
That's the private road that leads to their cave. Now, you and Kate wait here, and Betty and I'll go on ahead.
Hey, there's a storm coming up. Listen, you better hurry, or that storm's liable to dampen our enthusiasm.
All right, then. Make it snappy. We don't want to get caught in a storm.
If we're not back in 20 minutes, you come after us. Come on, Betty.
Are you going to wait here for them 20 minutes?
No. It's no use arguing with Tom. If he's not back here in 5 minutes, I'm going to follow and find out why.
Well, while we're waiting, we better put up the storm curtain.
Hello?
What do you want?
Well, we'd like to go inside and look at some colored rocks.
There's nobody here but me. All the business is done in town.
Oh, but I'd like to see them. Couldn't we just look in?
It's again the rule. There's the entrance. Go ahead.
Thanks. Well, this place looks lonesome enough to hide buried treasure.
Certainly does.
Oh, Betty, glance back and see if that fellow's following us.
There's no one in sight.
Oh, listen, now you wait here, and I'll go inside and look around.
Now, wait a minute. I'm going with you.
All right, come on.
Kate, I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm going after him. You keep the motor running. We may have to leave in a hurry.
All right, but be careful.
Tom, don't go in there. We better go back. It's too dark to find anything in here.
Yes, we should have brought some sort of a light. But if the lost gold is here, this may be our chance. Come on, let's go this way. Get the rope, Spike.
Let go of me, you brute.
Oh, it's your gang, eh, Dirk? Well, if anything happens to Miss Moore, you'll pay for this. Tie him up, boy.
Hey, where you going?
Some friends of mine just came in here. A man and a girl. Did you see which way they went?
Nobody came in here. Now clear out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Get going.
Where'd my fence go? Come on, tell me, Lyle.
That car.
The key. What's the matter? What happened? He's out cold.
Yeah, the car must have hit him when they come through.
Let's get him to town.
Betty and Tom, come on. We're being picked.
I got you, Tony. He's wide open.
Rain in those dark clouds, Bob, and plenty of it.
What's the storm in these hills, Tony?
Yeah, they sure put a cramp in getting Miss Betty Moore here and her boyfriend, young Hunt, Durant.
I'm afraid that the crooks will get away if the storm breaks.
Don't worry about a little storm, Kate. I'm going to get Betty and Tom out of that car if I have to go through hellfire.
Tony, she's wide open. I think you get caught in the storm of these hills, Tony.
Yeah, they sure put a cramp in her getting Miss Betty Moore here and her boyfriend, young Hudson Duran.
Rain in those dark clouds, Bob, and plenty of it. Bob?
And now.
No, Slater, he hasn't peeked a word since they found him outside the cave. He was out cold when we picked him up.
I can't figure out what happened to him.
It's got us all guessing.
Any word from Duran's yet?
The storm blew the wires down.
Yeah, I guess Lefty got through all right. This'll end Tom Hood's interference with our plans for a while.
Oh, it's Duran.
Yeah?
Hello. Yeah, Slater's here now.
What?
Well, what happened? All right, I'll tell him.
Well, what's up?
Lefty just crawled into Duran, half dead. They were chased by Collins and that dame, Kate Bland. The lightning struck the bridges they were crossing it, and they crashed through.
Come to the point. What happened to Hood and the Moore girl?
Well, Lefty said he and Tony crawled out from under the wreck. They were all shot to pieces. when they headed for Durand's when they saw Collins drive away with Hood and that Moore girl.
And they escaped. Dirk, Tom Hood is too smart for you. He's succeeded in messing up our plans ever since he started on this hunt for the lost special and the shipment of gold for the Golconda mines. Now, I'm going to stop him.
That's easier said than done, Slater. He's outsmarted us every time. And if you're not careful, he's likely to tumble to your part in this racket.
Don't be a bigger fool than you are naturally, Dirk. I'm his father's partner. The lost special carried our gold. There isn't a chance of anybody suspecting that I was responsible for its disappearance.
Maybe not. But you've got to be careful. Tom Hood's got his eyes wide open. And you can't fool him like you have his father.
No, you think not, eh? I sure know how to handle old man Hood all right. He hasn't the slightest suspicion. Say, Dirk, that gives me an idea. The old man naturally doesn't know you're mixed up in this, does he?
No. He only knows of me as Dane, a private detective.
Good. Then we'll get young Hood through his father.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Now listen. You will induce old man Hood to go to Durand's place, hold him prisoner, and then see that his son learns of it.
Say, that's a great idea, Slater.
Seems that everything you kids attempt lately turns out disastrously.
Well, I can't help feel that those crooks knew we were coming, and were hiding in the cave and ready to jump us.
If that is so, it means we are on the right track. And they belong to the gang that stole the lost special.
How in thunder could they know that you were going there?
How did they know you were making a shipment of gold?
Oh, that's entirely different. There was a leak in
my uncle's office. Isn't that what you were going to say, Mr. Hood?
Well, there was a leak somewhere. It isn't likely that an entire train and crew could disappear with a shipment of gold without the railroad knowing something about it.
Well, there is a leak somewhere, Dad. But I don't believe that Mr. Moore knows any more about it than you do.
And what's more, Tom and I are going to stick to this thing until we find out just who is responsible for this leak.
Yeah, most likely you'll find yourself surrounded by flowers sent in by your friends. All laugh. I mean exactly what I say. This is no kind of business for you to be risking your lives in. Supposing you'd been killed when your car plunged into that chasm.
Well, now, Dad, you can't blame the crooks because lightning struck the bridge.
No, that isn't the point. What do you think we have police for?
Well, the police haven't accomplished anything as yet. And the insurance company is still holding up the payment of the insurance.
That's right, Mr. Hood. You know, Tom has accomplished more than the police or the insurance company detectives so far. And now we have a clue to the hiding place of the gang. Haven't we, Tom?
You have.
When those crooks had us tied up in their car, we heard them mention a place.
Tell me about it.
Hood's car. We'll wait here a few minutes, and then I'll go and see if the road's clear.
You bet. I can't afford to meet young Hood and Collins. They'd recognize me in a minute and queer everything.
So you think that the crooks were attempting to take you to someplace in Sawtooth Range, eh?
Well, I'm sure of it.
Well, my advice to you is to, turn this information over to the police and let them handle it.
Not a chance, Dad.
Indeed not. I'm going to get the story of that lost special for my paper, The Clarion. Nothing can stop me. There's Bob and Kate now. We'll have to hurry, Tom. Bye, Mr. Hood. We're all going to my apartment to go into a long conference of deep deduction. Come along, Tom.
Well, take care of yourself, folks.
All right.
Don't get in any more trouble.
Try not to.
Goodbye. Oh, Miss Hutton.
Yes, sir.
Did you send that letter to Horace Moore?
Yes, I did.
I'd like to have you take another one, too. Mr. Horace Moore, General Manager, States Pacific Railroad.
Look, poor old Dad. He sure is worried. We'll get him out of it, though. Come on, let's go.
All right, Dirk. The road's clear.
Get those letters out as quick as you can, Miss Hutton, and that'll be all.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Hood, you're not forgetting your appointment with your attorney this afternoon.
Hmm? Well, that's right. I had forgotten it. Thanks, Miss Hutton. Oh. Anything new, Slater?
I don't know. I had a message from one of our private detectives. That fellow, Dane. It sounded urgent. He says he's coming here to see us. I didn't want to mention it before Tom and Miss Moore.
No, that's right. I want to keep them out of this if I can.
That's what I thought.
Mr. Dane to see you, Mr. Hood.
Oh, send him in.
I have a feeling he has some real news.
Mr. Dane.
Oh, come in, Mr. Dane.
Mr. Dane, this is Mr. Hood. How are you?
How do you do? Sit down, Mr. Dane.
Well?
I got a tip on where to find your gold bullion. But we've got to work fast and get it while the gang are away.
Well, why not notify the police at once?
Nothing doing. I want the reward on this thing. I've located this stuff, and I'm not going to split with the police if I can help it. Now, the two of us could handle this without any trouble. If you'll follow my orders, only Duran and the watchman are at the place now. And we can get out there in no time in my car. It's a cinch.
Where is this place?
Oh, out in the Sawtooth Range. A sort of a deserted mansion. It isn't far from here.
The Sawtooth Range, eh? Sounds mighty interesting.
You're right, Mr. Hood. It is interesting.
And as Dean says, there's no time to lose.
Well, the sooner we get started, the better.
That's the ticket. We'll be back with the gold in no time.
By thunder, this is one slip. I'll have the laugh on Tom. If he calls in, don't tell him anything about it. Come on, Dane.
Saying that this old deserted mansion on the Sawtooth Range is the secret hiding place of this gang's loot.
It shouldn't be hard to find if it's a mansion.
The girls are right, Bob. We'll go there right away, you and I, and investigate.
We'll go with you. Our presence there will make your appearance less suspicious. We can say the car broke down.
All right, you win. Let's get going.
What's the matter, Spark?
Oh, just a loose wire from that last bump I hit.
How far is it?
Not much farther. That's just out of the bridge that was struck by lightning during that storm.
Oh, yes. I heard about that bridge.
Come on, hurry up, Spark. Let's get on our way.
Okay, sir.
Looks all right. That'll fool them. It sure will.
They're coming, boys. Get under cover, quick.
Tree must have been blown down by the storm.
How far is it to Doran's place? Can't we walk?
It's too far to walk, sir.
Well, we can... What do you men want?
What's the meaning of this? We want you, that's
We're
all.
gonna get you.
Come on, about time.
I got him, Chief. He'll be quiet for a while.
Good. Bill, get that tree out of the way. We'll take him over to Duran's place.
I don't know which one of these roads goes to the Sawtooth, Bob. I'll take a chance on this one.
Go ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
Go on. Hurry up.
Hurry up, get him in the car. Say, that guy Hood can sure suck. Well, that's what you get for leading with your chin. Come on, after you go with me.
Now, let's get him upstairs.
All right, boys.
Chief said take good care of him. Put him in the bridal chamber.
This might be Duran's place. You folks wait here. I'm going to take a look up this road. There's a house up there that looks deserted, but we can't afford to pass it up. It might be Duran's place. Now, listen, Betty, you and Kate wait here at the car, and Bob and I'll go on up and look the place over.
Let Kate stay by the car. I'm going with you. You know, if you have a woman with you, you won't arouse suspicion. Besides, I can help you get inside the house. And that's what you want, isn't it?
Yes, but you might get...
No but. Now, when we get in sight of the house, you and Bob can half carry me as though I'd sprained my ankle. And if there's anyone in the house, they won't suspect what we're after.
I believe Betty's right, Tom. It'll give us a good alibi.
Well, have it your own way, but I don't like the idea. Now, come on.
Hopeless.
Well, I guess that's Duran's place.
It looks sinister enough to be most anything.
All right, Betty. Here's where you sprained your ankle. Grab her over, Tom.
Come on.
What do you want?
Well, we're sorry to trouble you, but we had a smash-up down the road, and the young lady's foot was hurt. We thought you might let her come in and rest a while and let us phone for another car.
Well, we haven't got a phone, but you can come in and rest a while.
Well, thank you. Careful, Betty.
Oh, my foot.
Careful now.
The lady met with an accident.
We thought maybe you'd let us rest here for a few moments.
Sure, let us sit down over there.
Thanks.
Maybe the lady'd like a glass of water.
Yes, I would. Please.
Get her a glass of water.
Sure.
Just make yourself right to home.
Thanks. Let me see that hat, Bob. Why, that's Dad's hat.
What was that?
I don't know, but we'll find out. And when that fella comes back with the water, we'll have to keep him from warning the others.
All right. I'll phone you later.
Well, they're all here, Dirk. Caught like rats in a trap. And the lady wants a glass of water.
Great. We couldn't have planned it any better. We've got them all. Now I'll phone Slater at the Red Lantern and tell him that Tom Hood, Collins, and the Moore girl are all here. He'll send Gavin and the bunch over at once. They'll go back in the room and hold them there.
A glass of water.
DuPont 7705.
Hello?
Yes, speaking. What? Tell Duran to hold them there. Men, listen. Tom Hood, that fellow Collins, and the Moore girl are out at Duran's right now. Spike, you and Gavin, get out there at once.
All right, Chief.
Let me go. Let
go, I tell you. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Come quick, Tom. They're taking your father downstairs. They took your father through that door, Tom.
Come on, Betty.
Tom! Betty! Where are you? Bob! Here we are! Tom! Betty! Betty! Tom! Betty. Tom! Betty! Are you badly hurt? Oh, I'm all right, Bob. I think Betty's hurt.
No, but it's a miracle I'm not. We must have fallen 1,000 feet. It was terrible.
Bob, those fiends have Dad. They're torturing him in one of these horrible rooms. We've got to get him out of here quick. Come on, Betty. Wait a minute, Tom. This devil's got some keys we might need. Well, hurry and get the keys, Bob. We've got to find Dad. Come on. Come on, Betty, up these steps. Wait a minute, Tom. Let's see where this door leads to. All right, Bob. It may be a way out. Come on. Bob, try one of those keys in this lock. Come on, that's the one. It's the one. What do you suppose it is? Looks like an underground tunnel. This may be a way to the outside.
If it does, it may be a good way to escape after we find your father.
You're right, Betty. Now you two wait here, and I'll go ahead and investigate.
Oh, Bob.
Betty, what is it?
My head. Just a little dizzy spell. Must have been the result of that fall.
From now on, Spike, keep your eyes open. Young Hood and Collins are tricky. They may have some friends planted along the road.
All right, Gavin, go ahead.
You were right. It's a tunnel leading to the outside. Now we'll go out and get Kate and park the car near the entrance of the tunnel so we'll be ready for a quick getaway when we find Dad. Now, come on. The road must be around here somewhere. I think it's over that way. Bob, you run over and see it, and if it is, bring Kate in the car.
All right. Quick, Kate, in the car. We found Mr. Hood. They got away, Dirk. Hood, Collins, and the girl. What? Yeah, they jumped me and knocked me out. And they took my keys. They got away through the tunnel.
Well, wait till Slater hears this news. You might as well clear out of the country.
Well, I couldn't do it.
Oh.
Well, we sure stepped on it. We get here in time. Where are they? Both Collins and the Moore girl.
Duran, you tell him. I haven't got the heart.
Here's the car, Tom.
Kate, you and Betty wait here in the car and be ready to go when Bob and I bring Dad out.
Kate will wait here. I may be able to help you. Besides, I've got to get the details of this rescue for my story. I can't see anything from here, so I'll go to the top of that hill across the road, and from there I'll have a good view of everything that happens around the house.
Well, all right, Kate, but don't get too far away from the car.
I won't.
Come on, Bob.
Spike, you and Lefty jump in the car and go after young Hood and Collins. Take the shortcut through Red Rock Canyon and head them off before they get to town and notify the police. And see that you stop them.
All right. Come on, Lefty.
Bob, leave that door open, but bring the keys.
All right. Gavin, get Slater on the phone. I want to talk to him. He'll be in his office at the Golconda building.
All right.
You know, Duran, I haven't got the nerve to face Slater after the blunder you pulled. I'm afraid this is our finish.
Give me DuPont 7705.
Slater speaking.
That crook is gone. Now, either his friends have carried him away or he's gone away by himself. We've got to work fast. Now, Betty and I'll go on up ahead, and you follow at a distance. In the event that we meet any more crooks, you cover up the rear guard. Now, come on, Betty. Here, take this. I took it away from that crook I knocked out. And we agreed there'd be no gunplay. I don't want it. Come on. Yes, but that was before they carried your father off. Here, take it. All right. Come on, Betty.
That you, Doc? Well, I'll settle with Duran for his blunder. Tie up old Hood in the tank room. The police, nobody will find him there. And make him sign that order.
All right, Slater. Potter Hood will sign this order before I get through with him. Hey, put old Hood in the tank and tie him up. And then let him read this order.
Slater's sure clever. But it's going to be some job getting Potter Hood to sign this order.
Well, you see, Hood knows me as Detective Dane. So to protect Slater, I've got to keep under cover. Now go ahead and don't bungle.
All right.
What do you want? Who are you?
Well, never mind who we are. Where's Tom Hood and Bob Collins?
Well, why ask me?
We're going to know, and you're going to tell us.
Well, if you must know, they've gone to the city for the police.
Oh. Well, then why did they leave you here alone?
So that I could tell them everything that has happened around this murderer's roost while they're away.
Well, we'll just take you to them, and you can make your report.
All right, if you think you can overtake them.
Well, don't worry about that. Come on and get in that car.
We'll overtake them. Come on.
Hey, Spark.
those keys you got from that fella? Come on. You go ahead, I'll stand on guard. All right.
Got her nerve. Wait a minute, Lefty. Let her stay there. Forget her. We've got to stop Hood and Collins before they get to the police. Come on. Step on it, Lefty. We don't want to lose Hood and Collins.
This is an outrage. You'll pay dearly for this.
Come on, bring him in.
Tie him up to that post. Your friend will never find you here.
Be careful, Betty. Betty, that looks like a door over there. Come on. Betty.
That you, Duran? Here's that knife you sent me after.
It's coming from that dark room.
You're right, Betty. I've got Bob. I'm going back to that door, and when you come out, I'll jump.
I'll wait here.
All right, but see that I'm getting the worst of it. Get back through the tunnel to the car, rush to town, and get Slater to bring the police. We've got to get Dad out of this.
All right, go ahead, Tom.
All right, that'll hold him.
We left your right hand free so that you could sign this order. Here, read it. So you won't read it, huh? Well, I'll read it for you. It's a receipt acknowledging the return to you of the full shipment of gold stolen with the last special and ordering the police to discontinue their investigation.
You think it? I'd sign an order like that?
I got one of them, Tom. He won't bother us for a while.
Quit going, Bob.
Give me those keys. Lock that guy in there.
You can't make me sign that order, no matter what you threaten or what you do.
No? Well, you won't change your mind, and you'll sign that order, too, before we get through with you.
He came from down that way. Come on, Betty. Bob, you stay here on guard.
Go ahead, Tom.
See this, Mr. Hood? That's a water sluice, operated by a lever out in the corridor. It's put there by the old crank that built this place. For what purpose, nobody knows. But we do know that when that door is locked, this room is watertight and soundproof. Now, Mr. Hood. Well, your time is about up, Mr. Hood.
It's Dad.
Are you going to sign that order?
Never used Holmes well.
Oh! They're in that room down there. Betty, go back and get Bob, quick.
Close the door, darling. All right. Now, Mr. Hood, you're going to sign this order.
Don't anybody move. Come. What happened to that come? I can't get Collins. He must be on the corridor. Oh. Get him, Tom! Don't get him, Tom! Don't get in, Tom! Get up, Tom! Betty, quick! Untie me! Untie me, Betty! Don't get in, Tom! Get him! Come on! Come on! Get up!
Quick, we'll tie him up to the post. Get behind the rope then. The rope on. That'll hold him. I'll get the girl.
Come on, guys, quick! Here's Collins!
Never mind the girl. We'll lock him up in here and go after Collins. Go after him, Doran. I'm going to get my gun.
Hey, my poor child. Betty, come you. Come on. Betty, try and open that door. Those trees on the ground like rats. It's no use, sir. Try and get out of those books, gang. My poor child. Betty, come you. Come on. Betty, Betty, Betty. Betty, Betty, Betty. Try and open that door. Those trees in the ground like rats. Betty, try and open that door. Try and get out of those books, gang.
Let me go. Let me talk. That lever. The door ain't pressed open. It operates a water sluice in the tank room. Your friends will be drowned like rats. Shut it off then. Quick. I've already shut off the incoming water. This will open the drain. Let the water out. If it isn't already too late. Well, give me the key to the tank room. Doreen has it. Keep up your courage, Dad. The water's going down. Bob sure is on the job.
Open the door!
Tom! Here, hey, cut Tom loose. We gotta get out of here in a hurry before those crooks come to life. That was good going, Bob. You shut that water off just in time. Hurry. Bob, please. Hurry. Hurry. Here, Bob, take this back. Cut that water off. Hurry. Come on, Dad. You'll be all right. Come on, boy. I'm all in, son. Get me home quick. We'll send the police back to the crooks. Come on. Let's go. Don't give up. All right, son. All right.
DuPont, 7705.
Durant, quick, what happened?
Boys, they're getting away with old man Hood, the tank room. Stop them.
Lefty.
Easy now. You'll be all right, Dad.
Easy now. What was that, Penny? Try and reach the floor. Come on, Dad. This is the tunnel leading to the outside.
What happened? Well, Hood and Collins beat us up. And they're getting away with old man Hood. Well, we've got to stop them. Come on. They escaped through the tunnel. Come on, we've got to stop them.
Hurry, Bob. Get him in here quick. Those fellas could be actors.
There they go!
Yeah, Slater just came in. I'll tell him. Well, you get everything underground. Close up that tank and get that rube over there again to act as watchman. And clear out quick.
What's the matter, Dirk? Did Hood get away?
Oh, they all got away. Now they've gone for the police to raid the place.
Oh, I'm not worried about the police finding anything. If only the boys get away in time.
Well, Duran will have everything underground, and the police will find nothing but an empty house and a dumb watchman.
Hood will naturally think that you were captured by the crooks when he was.
Well, how are you going to explain it to him?
In this way. Now listen.
Very well, Chief. Let me know the minute you learn anything.
Your son, Mr. Hood, and Miss Moore.
Oh, yes.
Well, Dad, how do you feel after your terrible experience yesterday?
Oh, I feel all right, Tom. But I'm terribly worried about my partner.
You haven't heard anything about Slater yet?
No. I gave the police a full report of everything that happened. The chief himself is on the job.
Of course, you told him to keep it out of the papers.
Out of the papers? Why?
Why, it would kill my story.
Thank heaven, Hood, you escaped from those
Well, Mr.
Tell me, what happened?
I'll call a doctor at once.
No, please. I'll be all right shortly. I want to get the police after those crooks at once.
Well, that's all been attended to. The chief himself is on the job. Here, sit down. Tell me, what happened?
It's a long story, Hood. I was worried about your delay in returning, and I started out alone for Duran's place. Those crooks evidently have the place well guarded.
They certainly have, Dad. I can vouch for that.
As I was nearing the house, two of the lookouts jumped me. We had a terrific battle, but I managed to escape from them and get away in the woods. This man here found me and brought me here in his car.
Yes, it's a lucky thing that I did find him at the time.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go on home and get cleaned up and pay this gentleman for his trouble.
Are you sure, Sam, you can make it all right?
Oh, yes, that's all right, Potter. I'll be all right now.
To put a stop to this thing, a Betty running around with a gang of crooks.
Crooks? What'll I tell Tom what you think of him?
Howdy.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Betty.
Hello, Tom.
Tom, Kate says you're a crook.
Me, a crook? She may be right. I may be the fellow we're looking for. No, now, seriously. Today we're going to have our chance to prove definitely to Dad that someone in his own outfit is in league with the gang of crooks who stole the Lost Special.
How? What's going to happen?
Dad has consented to let Betty and me take a small shipment of gold bullion from the Golconda Gold Mine to his office.
How's that going to prove anything?
Well, no one is to know about it, except Dad and Slater and their office force, ourselves, Riley the foreman at the mine, and Riley's assistants.
I still don't see it. If they all know it's to prove that the stealing of the Lost Special was an inside job, there certainly won't be anything doing.
But no one is to know that it's to prove anything, or that it's a test shipment except Dad and ourselves.
No, not even Slater, Mr. Hood's partner.
Sounds great. When do we start?
Right now. Betty's going to ride along with me to ward off any suspicion that we're carrying a gold shipment. Bob, you and Kate follow along at a distance in my car. Now, come on.
Wait till I get my hat, Bob.
Hurry up, though, will you?
All our trouble up to the present has been caused by the interference of young Hood and Collins. Now, this is only a small shipment of bullion, but we can't afford to let young Hood get away with anything.
We're right. We've got to discourage him and get him off of this job.
Now, Dirk, you take Spike and Gavin in the open car and lay for young Hood at the intersection where the mine road crosses the highway.
This is one time they won't outsmart us. Come on.
Lefty, you and Joe post yourselves in the vicinity of the Golconda building and keep a sharp lookout for any police or detective activity.
Slater, I want to tell you what happened up at my place.
Well, Tommy.
Glad to see you. Did Dad call you?
Yes, Tommy, I got the gold all ready for you.
Oh, fine.
Bring out the bullion, Bill.
Oh, Betty, this is Riley. Riley? Miss Betty Moore.
Oh, glad to meet you.
Riley used to spank me when I was about that big.
Tom has been telling me a lot of wonderful things about you.
Oh, Tommy's always joking.
Well, this looks like a good place to hide. We'll wait right here.
But yes, she is, Tommy.
All right, put it right in here, will you, Bill?
$20,000 of the yellow stuff that causes a lot of trouble and gives a heap of joy.
Yes, joy to those who have the pleasure of spending it.
Well, so long, Riley, and call Dad and tell him I've left with the shipment, will you?
I will, Tommy.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Some lad, eh? Yeah, Chip of the old block. He's all right.
Aren't we supposed to follow them?
Sure we are, but at a considerable distance behind them.
We'll wait right here. And when young Hood comes, we'll take after him. Remember Slater's orders, no shooting.
Well, suppose he uses a gun.
Oh, he won't. Slater said he'll be alone with the girl. And remember, Spike, when we catch up with him, you jump him. And we'll follow close on your heels.
All right.
Yeah? All right, Riley. I hope they get through with it. Yeah. Goodbye. Well, I just got a message from Riley. He said that Tom and Betty had left with the gold.
I sincerely hope nothing happens to him.
Yes.
Oh, any word from the police yet about the Duran place?
Huh? Oh, no. Not a word.
It's too bad.
Here they come. Now get ready for that leap, Spike.
I'll get him.
Tom, there's a car following us.
You're right, Betty. Looks mighty suspicious.
Betty! Betty, girl! Oh, Betty.
Bob! Bob!
Betty! Betty, sweetheart! Bob, is she? Open that up, quick. Here, hurry, we'll take her to a doctor. Get her to town, quick. Easy now. Be careful. Be careful.
Bob, the gold!
I'll get her right away. Hey, Bob, never mind the gold. Please, Betty, speak. Hurry, Bob, please.
All right, Tom, we'll be there in a minute.
Here, Betty. Oh, hurry, Bob.
Knock the heck out of that, boy. I couldn't have taken much to kill somebody. Say, Tax, how did it happen? I don't know. They were speeding through. I gave them the whistle. That's that. Well, they must have jumped because they don't see any bodies laying around here. Conductor, yes? I saw a car pull in here, and they picked up a couple of people. Which way did it go? Well, they beat it down the road. Down the road? Yes. I bet they got away. Trying to make a getaway, eh? Yeah, look at that. Up real when they hit you.
Well, here we are, folks. But, Betty, I must insist that we take you home first and then see Dad.
No, Tom. I'll be all right shortly. You made a bet with your father that you'd deliver that gold bullion to him in his office. And you're going to do it.
Yes, but your comfort and health means more to me than my bet. And all the gold in Golconda.
But your delivering that gold in the face of all that's happened means a great deal to my story.
Oh, all right. Hey, Bob, come on. Bring along that sack of yellow trouble. Come on, Betty. Boy, that stuff's heavy. You got it?
Hello? Yes, Derek, this Slater. What happened?
Oh, everything went wrong. I'll give you the details later. But I want you to know that young Hood and Collins beat us up and got away with the gold.
A nice, clever, crafty bunch you are. All right, I'll see you at your office. And don't call on this phone again.
Here, Betty, sit down here.
There it is, Tom. You won your bet.
Oh, my head.
Why, Tom, what happened? Did Miss Moore meet with an accident?
We all met with an accident. One that was very cleverly planned. Where's my father?
Tom, my boy, what happened?
Everything's happened, Dad, that shouldn't have. Well, we brought your gold through. Here it is. And we have positive proof the stealing of the lost special was an inside job.
You hear that, Slater? I'm beginning to believe that the boy is right.
I know I'm right. And today's experience proved it.
Look here, Hood. Is your son trying to accuse you and me of stealing our own gold?
I'm not accusing anybody. But give me 2 more days on this job, and I'll bring the leader of that gang of crooks right before you here in this office.
Give your son this chance, Hood. He's already accomplished more than the detectives we had on the case.
All right, son. But I want to have a serious talk with you after you've told me what happened to you today.
Well, it's a long story, Dad. You can read it in the papers. Betty's going to write it for the Clarion.
I'd like to read that story too, Tom. And I want to congratulate you. Now, if you excuse me, I'll go to work.
Well, Tom, you won your bet. But I'm sorry to see you get all mussed up.
Goodbye, Mr. Hood.
And goodbye, Betty. And once again, I want to say that I'm very much opposed to you taking these desperate chances.
And I heartily agree with your advice, Mr. Hood. Well, you'll have to take chances if you want to accomplish anything.
Well, I guess you're right.
Bye, Mr. Hood.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you kids later.
Look here, son. This thing is getting more serious every day. Sit down.
You know, Dad, outside of ourselves, Slater, and your immediate employees, no one knew that I was taking that gold from the Golconda Mine to this office.
Which means there's someone in our organization that's in league with that gang that stole the lost special.
Decidedly. And in 2 days, I'm going to tell you just who is the brains behind this whole affair.
Look here, son. You don't think that Betty's uncle, Horace Moore, the general manager of the States Pacific Railroad, is connected with that gang, do you?
Certainly not. The Moores are clean-cut people. Horace Moore may be your enemy, but he's not a crook.
Oh, I see. You're kind of fond of his niece, Betty, aren't you?
I certainly am. Dad, I'd risk my life for Betty Moore.
Oh, I see. You don't suspect Riley or Foreman at the mine, do you?
Oh, no. Riley's as honest and reliable as the sun. There is one thing that I'll have to investigate up at the mine, though. I figure on going up tomorrow.
All right, son. But don't forget you're being followed, and your every movement carefully watched.
Don't worry, Dad. I'm not forgetting anything.
Good.
Well, I'm going to run along. I'll see you later.
All right, son.
Bye.
Now, men, we are up against a serious proposition. We've got to do one of two things. Either get rid of Tom Hood and his friend Collins right now, or get out of the country.
I'll tell you, Slater, it's uncanny the way young Hood gets away from us. It gives me the creeps.
Well, I've found a way to stop him.
Well, how?
How? Through the Moore girl. I heard him tell his father today that he'd risk his life for her. Well, we'll give him the chance.
Well, how?
I've been working on the scheme all afternoon. Betty Moore and her friend Kate live alone in an apartment that is cared for by an old janitress named Sprague. Now, this is my scheme.
Well, sir, I was home when Virgil coming.
Well, Bob, I've discovered something. I worked out a list of names from those code books we got from the crooks.
Yeah? Well, what's that give you?
Well, one of the names is Flynn.
Well?
There's a Jim Flynn working at the mine, and he's worked there a long time.
Good. We'll investigate Mr. Flynn in the morning at the mine.
Sounds good to me.
It'll sure be putting one over the gang's big chief.
Now, listen, Bob. Here's how we'll do it.
You get Marge. Now, tonight. And give her the lineup. All right, Chief. And Dirk, you take the boys here to the hideout at White's Point tomorrow morning and be ready for a battle.
That's a great scheme, Slater. If young Hood falls for the girl's disappearance.
He'll fall, all right.
Where was I last night, Kate? Our correspondent was an eyewitness to the attempted robbery.
Oh, yes, I remember.
The bandits were foiled by the indomitable Fortitude. Say, wait a minute. Isn't this the 3-cent sheet that you're writing for?
Yes, why?
Well, then stick to 3-cent words. How do you expect me to spell a string of words like that?
Say, this place is a mess. Where's the woman who usually cleans up around here?
I don't know. Mrs. Sprague hasn't come in yet.
That's funny. She's never been late before.
There she is now.
Come in.
Excuse me, Mom. I'm Mrs. Sprague's daughter. Mother sent me to do the cleaning.
Oh, where is your mother? What's the matter? Has anything serious happened?
Oh, Mom, we're in terrible trouble. Where was Nick, my brother? He got mixed up with the gang that stole some gold or something. They thought he squealed, so they're holding him prisoner.
Where are
they holding your brother prisoner?
In a deserted building on White's Cliff.
The gang that stole some gold, huh? Could I see your mother and brother if I went to this place on White's Cliff?
Oh, yes, Mom. Not there now. There's nobody there but a watchman.
I might be able to help them.
Oh, Mom, if only you would. They need help. My brother wants to tell everything and will if he gets out of their clutches.
I know where White's Point is, and I remember seeing that spooky-looking old building.
You're surely not going there, Betty.
I certainly am. This girl's brother may be able to tell us all we want to know about the lost special.
Well, you're certainly not going alone without Tom or Bob.
Why not? Tom and Bob's presence would only spoil things. Besides, Mrs. Sprague's there, and I'm not afraid.
Oh, you sure have a lot of nerve.
You've got to have a lot of nerve to write a story for the Clarion. You go ahead with the cleaning, Miss. Kate, show Miss Sprague what to do while I dress.
All right, Miss Sprague.
Hi, Bob. All right, Tom. Go bus is downstairs. Let's get rambling.
Well, we'll have to stop by and tell the girls that we're going to mine first and that we're going alone.
Alone is right on this trip. Come on.
Check the gas and oil?
I'll check.
That's good.
Betty, if you're determined to go on this fool's errand, I'm going with you.
No, Kate, you stay here. I'll take the big car, and if I'm not back by 6 o'clock, get the boys and come to White Point after me, will you?
If Miss Moore can do anything for your brother, she will. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, Kate. Where's Betty?
Boys, I'm worried. That girl going out of here is the daughter of our old janitress, Mrs. Sprague.
Her mother's passed out, I suppose.
Oh, no. She came here with a story about her brother being held a prisoner in an old shack on White's Point.
Okay. Where's Betty?
She swallowed that story, and she insisted upon going to White's Point to see if she could talk to the girl's brother.
Great Scott. This is a frame-up as sure as you're born. Did you ever see this girl before?
No, but she said her mother had to go to White's Point, and she came here to take her mother's place.
And then she told you the story about the brother?
Yeah.
Bob, we're going to White's Point right now. Come on. I know where it is. Kate, ring up Dad and tell him where we've gone. Come on, Bob.
Hey, Doug. Slater wants you on the phone.
All right, Gavin. Hello, Slater. Dirk talking.
The scheme worked. Marge put it over big. The Moore girl is on her way. Should be there now.
And that's great business. But how about young Hood?
Marge says if the Moore girl doesn't return by 6 o'clock, her friend Kate will go after her with Hood and Collins.
Great. Well, we bagged the whole bunch. Well, the Moore girl will be here any minute. And Hood and Collins will follow this evening.
Ah, great.
She's here. Good. She's coming right in.
And you fellows carry out my orders.
Well, this is the joint.
There's Betty's car.
Come on, we'll have to work fast.
What can I do for you, miss?
Is Miss Sprague here?
Yes, she's here.
May I see her?
Well, come on in. I'll ask her about it.
Betty! No!
Nice work, Bob.
Let's get out of here. All right.
Come on, operator. Operator, hurry up. Get me that number.
Dirk talking.
Listen, Dirk. If you're holding the Moore girl prisoner, get away with her at once. I've just discovered that old man Hood has a carload of policemen hot on your trail. Take the girl to Wilson's cabin.
Yeah, but we lost the girl. We'll get it away from here quick, and we'll meet you at the Red Lantern. Sam Slater said the cops are coming. We gotta scram. Come on.
Oh, Bob, let's rest here.
All right.
Come on, Betty.
I'll go back up that house and get our car.
Oh, no, Bob, don't do that. Those crooks will get you. Look around here someplace and find a house with a telephone and call Dad and tell him to send a car down for us.
All right, well, we got to get Betty out of here in a hurry before those crooks come to life and...
I know it, but hurry. Please. Come on, Betty.
Tom and Betty. They're down by the lake. Betty's car was wrecked. We've got to get into town at once, Mr. Hood.
All right, get on the running board and show us the way. All right, driver. Here's Bob with the car, Betty. And Dad's with him. Come on, kid. There he is. Where's your dad, Tom? Good. Oh, Tom! Tom, what happened? Kate told me that you boys came up here to rescue Betty from the crooks. We did, Dad, and we almost captured them. All right, where are they? They have a hideout in an old house up there on the cliff. Good. We'll go up and get them. Come on, Sergeant.
We'll handle the situation, Mr. Hood. Mark, take them to the city and return as quickly as you can.
Thanks, Sergeant. But watch your step. Those crooks are killers.
And, Sergeant, bring our car in. It's parked up behind their hideout.
All right, Tom. Come on, Betty. Come on, children. Come on,
Get
Betty.
in the car as quick as you can.
Hey, girl. Get in there. Come on, Dad. Careful, Tom. Step right up there. All right, Tom.
Are trying to stop young Hood. He's smarter than we are.
Say, Chief, why don't you let me?
Because you bungled it the same as you did everything else. Now listen, the police are hot on our trail.
Well, they won't get me.
They won't get any of us if you do as I say.
Well, go ahead. Tell us.
I'm having a shipment of the lost special gold sent up to Wilson's cabin in Big Pine. Professor Wilson tells me he's discovered a new process.
Good morning. You're early.
Yes, when do you expect Father down?
Why, he should be down any moment now, Mr. Hood.
Well, all right. We'll wait.
All right.
Don't you think we'd better go? Tell your father later.
No. That's Slater's phone. I guess he hasn't come down yet either.
Well, we ought to be able to handle business at this office. What's the matter with my answering that phone? Might be urgent.
Well, if it's urgent, you're not the guy to answer. I'll answer the phone.
Is that so? Say, big business is my middle name. Just watch me, the great Samuel Slater. Hello. Slater speaking.
Flynn talking, Slater. I can't transfer that stuff to Wilson's cabin in Big Pine Canyon until Saturday.
Why not, Flynn?
Because they're working on the road. The big tunnel is closed. Can't get a car through.
Where are you now?
At the mine. Professor Wilson just phoned that he wanted me to bring a demi of muriatic acid when I brought the stuff.
All right, Flynn. I'll phone you this afternoon. Boy, this is good.
What's so good?
That message. It was from Flynn at the mine to Slater.
Well, as Slater happens to be Dad's partner, why shouldn't the mine phone him?
Yeah, but listen. This message was about transferring some stuff to Professor Wilson's cabin in Big Pine Canyon.
Oh. Professor Wilson is the chemist down at the Carnstock building.
Right. Say, this is a hot clue. We better get going to that cabin right now.
We're practically there. Come on. Oh, no. Wait a minute. I almost forgot my promise to Dad. We'll have to wait right here and let him know where we're going.
Well, good morning, boys.
Hello, Dad.
Good morning, Mr. Hood.
How are you this morning? Well, I'm pretty good. Kind of late and showing up to work, aren't you?
Well, we won't go into that. Sit down and make yourself at home. Now, Tom, tell me, what is your next move? You know, you promised me yesterday that you're going to keep me informed from now on.
Well, Dad, you've got a hot clue. And we're starting to work on it right away.
And that's fine, if it doesn't entail too much danger. Where must you go to work on it?
Somewhere up in Big Pine Canyon.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Slater.
Good morning.
Good morning, Slater.
Anything new?
No, Mr. Slater. Nothing of any importance.
Well, you boys just keep up your good work. We surely should uncover something soon, with you boys and the whole police force on the job.
Tom, why didn't you tell Slater about your red-hot clue?
Because no one is to know about it but you, Dad. Not even the girls.
Very well. But where is this place?
It's at Professor Wilson's cabin.
And it's located somewhere on the other side of the tunnel, on Big Pine Canyon Road.
Oh.
Now, Dad, if Betty calls, don't you tell her where we've gone.
All right, Tom, I won't. But you boys be careful, because I'd rather lose all the gold in the Golconda than have anything happen to you.
Well, don't you worry, nothing's going to happen to us.
Well, see that it doesn't.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Hood.
Goodbye, Bob.
So long, Dad.
Good night, Tom.
Oh, Dirk, get your men quick. Rush out to Wilson's and head off Tom Hood and young Collins. Don't let them reach Wilson's cabin unless you carry them there as prisoners.
Get the boys, Spike.
All right, Chief. How do you know they're going out there? Never mind how I know. Young Hood and Collins are on their way out to Wilson's now. Here's your chance to get them.
All right, Slater. I'll phone you as soon as I have them tied up in the cabin. Come on, boys.
Miss Moore, Mr. Hood.
Huh? Oh, yes, send her in.
Good morning, Mr. Hood.
Good morning, Miss Moore. Glad to see you. Won't you sit down?
No, thanks. I expected to see Tom and Bob here.
No, they're not here.
I must see Tom at once. I'll run back to the apartment. The boys no doubt will be there.
Wait a minute, Miss Moore. They're not at their apartment. They're out on a hot clue.
Where did they go? Please tell me.
I'm sorry, Miss Moore, but I can't tell you.
Oh, but you must, please. It means so much to my story. I've got to know. It wasn't a bit fair of Tom to go without me. He should have at least told me.
Betty, I'll tell you, if you'll promise me that you won't try to follow them.
This tunnel is supposed to be closed, young man.
Closed?
Yes, we're widening it, blasting it out.
Well, boy, that licks us. What are we going to do, Bob?
Oh, well, I'll let you through this time, but you'll find it pretty bumpy.
Oh, thanks.
All right, go ahead. Let him through there, boys.
But, Mr. Hood, we should go to Wilson's cabin. That hot clue may be just another one of the gang's traps to get them.
Betty, I think you're trying to put something over on me. But I promised Tom I wouldn't let you go.
But you'd feel mighty bad if you didn't go and something happened to the boys.
Sandra, I think you're right, Betty. I will go.
Good. We'll take my car. It's downstairs. Come on. Come on, let's hurry.
Bob. Back the car over there in those trees and keep it out of sight. We don't want anyone asking any questions.
That's a good idea, Tom.
Collins hasn't got here yet, and young Hood is alone. Spike, you and Lefty slip up there and jump Hood while we wait here for Collins. And remember, those two birds are not to get away from us this time. Let's look down the road here. Those fellows have something up their sleeve.
We got you this time, Hood!
Hood and the Moore girl. And Collins is not with them.
Look! Oh. Step on it, Betty. Quick!
Tom, what happened? Nothing yet, Dad. We just got here. These fellows must have been laying for us. They jumped us.
Are you all right, Tom?
All right, I'm okay.
We'll settle with these fellows. Where's your car?
Parked up the road.
Come on, we'll throw a scare into them and bag the whole bunch.
We'll take these men along. There's more of them. Quick, boys, into the car.
Come on, shake out of it, fellows. Come on, we gotta get them out of here quick and they'll get away from us. Hurry, men. Into the car. We've got to stop them.
Bring that fuse out good now.
Oh, I will. Straighten that all out when I get this bandit down a little bit.
All right, Ted.
Here we go.
All right, let's go.
Now, is the flagman's place at the other end?
Everything's okay, boss. Something wrong. Let me try this again.
Yeah, try it again.
Careful, Gavin. Should only the tires. Chief's orders, you know.
Something gone wrong with this plug.
Get some fuse.
Okay.
We can't risk with that thing with the dynamite all set.
All right, sir. Come on, Ted.
Here, Tom. Take this. Shoot the tire. That'll stop him.
They're gonna blast! Stop that car!
about good now.
Oh, I will. Straighten that over out when I get this bandit down a little bit.
All right, Ted.
Here we go.
All right, let's go.
Don't go in that tunnel. We're gonna blast.
Hey, that was a close one, Dirk. Oh, never mind that. See, that blast must have gotten them. You fellas find out what happened, and I'll change this tire.
All right.
Hey, Bill, there was a car coming into the tunnel from the other end before the blast. There was? Come on, boys. Why, here's Tom Hood. Let's get him out of here. Take him up to Wilson cabin. How about his friend Collins? Oh, we'll leave him here.
Good work, boys. Throw him in the car and we'll take him to Wilson.
Betty. It's a miracle you weren't all killed. Why didn't you stop when the fireman waved to you? We were followed by a column of bandits. Bandits? Was anybody seriously hurt?
The men picked up one of your party. They took him back to the city, back to the hospital, I guess. He was all in.
One of our party?
Yeah.
It's Tom.
Tom.
My son. We've got to hurry back to the city at once. All right, I'll get you a car. We'll get this one out of here. It isn't smashed up, bud. Come, Betty. We've got to hurry.
All right, get him inside.
You maybe all right? Betty, just a little fun, Betty. There you are, be careful. Frank, drive into town and hurry back. All right, Chief. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. And hurry, will you? Hurry, my boy. Are you all right, boy?
Now we've got him here, and we're going to keep him here. Out of mischief.
Yeah, if he doesn't pass out in our hands.
There's some liquor in that sideboard, Gavin. Give him a shot of that.
Right.
Liquor? I'll get it.
Here's the liquor, boss.
Oh, he's coming too, all right. He won't need that stuff. Come on, tie him up there. You're going to stay here with young Hood while I take Gavin and the boys in.
Well, how about the eats?
Oh, I'll send you some up this afternoon. But you keep that young whippersnapper tied up until I see Slater.
I'll keep that fighting fool tied up, and don't you worry about that.
Well, see that you do. You got him securely tied, Gavin?
That'll hold him.
All right, clear out. Listen, Hood. You've interfered with our plans for the last time. Now, This knife has a razor edge. And it's within easy reach. Now try to get it and cut yourself loose. Keep an eye on it, Spike.
I sure will.
You're pretty safe, I guess. I'm going outside and sit down under a tree. If you want anything, call me.
But I tell you, Chief, we've got to find them.
Miss Moore and Mr. Collins, Mrs. Hood. Oh, Mr. Hood, any news of Tom?
And not a word.
We've searched every hospital in town and we can't find a trace.
I'll run these crooks to earth if I spend the rest of my life.
I'm going to Red Lantern. That's a hangout for some of that gang. And if I get my hands on
it won't do you any good. Why, Slater spent 2 hours there and they couldn't learn a thing.
Slater's a partner of yours, Mr. Hood. But I haven't a bit of confidence in anything he says or does.
Hey, what's that?
I'm going to Red Lantern.
And I know he doesn't like Tom. Take Kate and me with you, Bob. She's waiting downstairs.
Oh, you better keep out of this. There may be trouble.
Well, if there's going to be trouble, you'll need me.
Well, all right, come on. I'll find Tom, Mr. Hood, if I have to whip everybody in the Red Lantern.
All right, Bob. You keep in touch with me.
We will.
What's the matter with you, Gavin? Are you getting cold feet? Now, you take that food and stuff and go up to the cabin and stay there and help Spike. Good. Take these bracelets up with you.
Oh, Spike don't need any help. He's got young Hood all tied up. Besides this, Dirk, I'm going to have a talk with Slater before I help turn another trick.
Well, you're going over my head, eh? Yeah, I put you on this job, didn't I? Now listen, we're going to try to put this last big shipment of gold through, and I don't want Tom Hood interfering.
Well, what's in it for me?
Oh, you'll be treated all right. You know me.
Yeah. You're all right, Dirk. But I've pulled a lot of dirty work around here and got nothing for it.
Now listen, this is a big cleanup. Now the chief has had a lot of people on his payroll, and you'll be treated all right. Now come on and forget it.
All right. But I'd just like to know where I stand, that's all.
Girls, there's 2 of those fellas now. Quick, Betty, follow that fellow. Maybe we can find Tom.
I think that's a capital idea.
Now, you crook, you're going to tell me where Tom Hood is, or I'll take you into the police and they'll sweat you.
Oh, I ain't going to tell you nothing.
Come over here, Kate, and drive this car. I'm taking this bird in. I'm taking him into Mr. Hood's office, Betty. You follow us. All right, Kate, let's go.
All right, Flynn. Good work. Oh, here's Slater now. I'll tell him. Quinn said everything's ready. Good.
Now, Dirk, this is going to be our biggest trick. With young Hood secure in the cabin and his meddlesome friend Collins looking for him, we have practically a clear field.
How about your trusting partner, old Hood?
Oh, we won't worry about him. He has but one thought right now, to find his son. Listen. Now, this is what we're going to do. Just...
Now, listen, Gavin. You're going to talk.
I don't know a thing.
You know where my son is, and you're going to tell us.
I tell you, I don't know.
Come clean, Gavin, and we'll protect you.
You mean that?
Of course we do.
You'll give me your word you'll protect me.
I said I'd protect you.
All right. Then I'll tell you. He's up at Professor Wilson's cabin in Big Pine Canyon.
What? They took him back there? I'll get him.
I'm going with you.
No, Betty, not this time. It's too dangerous.
You'll take my advice, young lady. You'll stay out of this.
Better keep an eye on him, Mr. Hood. And if he's lied to us...
Oh, I ain't lying.
I'll watch him. Good. I'll keep him here till you get back.
Kate, I'm going to get that story. Come on, we'll follow him.
Oh, the dickens with your newspaper. I'm not going to risk my life again.
Kate is right, Betty. You stay out of this.
Come on, Kate, you're coming with me.
Oh, please. Oh, Betty. This is downright foolishness. I'm not going out in that rough country dressed like this.
Now, Kate, that's no excuse. We're going right up to the department and change. Now, come on.
Oh, please, Betty.
Come on. Oh, dear.
Let's get this. Fire, sighted, canyon. Working toward mountain hotel.
This road is closed.
Are they still working in the tunnel?
Yes. You can't get through that way. Besides, there's a forest fire raging in Big Pine Canyon.
At Big Pine Canyon? Why, that's where I'm going. I've got to get through.
Then you'll have to take the other road. It's farther around, but it's the only way you can get through with a car.
Can't get through, miss.
Why not?
There's a bad fire coming up from Big Pine Canyon.
But I've got to get through.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't let you get through. Besides, the tunnel is blocked by an explosion. And you can't get a car through anyhow.
Well, but listen, mister. There must be a road around here someplace where we could get through.
No, there's no road around here, miss. You'll have to go back.
Hey there! Stop! What's the idea?
Who is she? You know it's a serious offense stealing government horse.
Oh, well, please don't arrest her, mister. She's after a story, and she just had to get through.
Oh, all right. You'll have to take me to the ranger station in your car.
All right, I'll do that. Come on.
As soon as I make this report, I'll be with you.
can't tell, though. The fire's changed everything. We've got to find him. Come on. We can't go any further, Bob.
Betty! Betty! Go back! Betty!
Can't go any further, Bob. We've got to get through, I tell you. Tom Hood's a prisoner in a cabin somewhere out there. We've got to find him. Let's go.
Betty! Betty! Betty!
Should be close by. I can't tell, though. The fire's changed everything. Ah! We've got to find him. Come on.
I can't go on any farther.
I'll keep up your courage, Betty. We'll pull through somehow.
There's help! Look, there's a car! Look, there he is! There's a girl with him! Here we are! Over here! Hey, Tom! Tom! Tom, thank heaven we found you. Are you all right? Betty, what are you doing here?
I came to help Tom.
Bob, we better get her out of here quick. We'll bet your life we'll burn her alive.
I'll tell you, man, we're in a tight spot. They're closing in on us. Well, what'd you find out?
Holding Gavin in Hood's office.
What?
But they haven't called the police yet.
No. Hood doesn't want the police in, if he can help it. He'll put the screws on Gavin there in the office. They've got a third degree, eh? But do you think Gavin will squeal? Not if I can get to him. Listen, you man. This is what we've got to do.
Come on, Kate. Tom's waiting in the car. We're going down to Mr. Hood's office to question the prisoner.
All right. But if there's any more thief chasing to be done, I'm going to leave it to the boys. Your stealing that ranger's horse yesterday nearly sent me to jail for life. Oh, come on, I promise you there won't be any more horse stealing. Come on.
Now, do you get it, old-timer?
Do I get it? Say, when the fireworks start, I'll be the big noise.
Okay, get going.
Isn't Bob going with us?
He'll join us later. Now, hop in. Now we're going to put Mr. Gavin on a hot grid.
Now get this, men. If there's a blunder, we're due for a long stretch at the big house.
We got it, Chief. The window shade is a signal, and we don't move until we see it.
Right. And then come fast. Remember, fix the phone.
Let's go, boys.
Brian? I'm worried.
You've got good reason to be worried, Slater. And my advice to you is to get to Gavin right now.
You're right, Duran. Stick by that phone.
Tom, I promised this man, Gavin, full protection, providing he makes a complete confession. Do you agree with me?
Yes, Dad, if he comes clean.
Well, I've got to have more than protection from the law. Why, if I squeal, that gang will get me.
Now listen, Gavin. If you tell the truth, we'll put your gang where they'll do no more damage. But if you lie, well, I'll catch the gang anyway, and you'll go up with them. Now talk, or I'll call the police.
I'll talk. Well, I begin.
Now first, we want to know this.
Begin at the beginning, of course. I've got to have this right for my story. Now, what we want to know is what happened to the gold special, where it was taken, and how.
Well, aren't we going to wait for Bob?
He'll be here later. Just now, he's busy. All right, Gavin, let's have it.
Well, we lace for the train at Kenyon Junction, knowing, of course, she's got to take on water there.
Well, then what happened?
Well, we lost him. 2 on the engine, the rest in the caboose, where the con, shack, and the guard was.
Come on. What do you fellas want? Never mind what we want. Come on, get out of here.
Well, we got him. Hey, you got him, eh? Less time than it takes me to tell it. We had the prisoners trussed up, thrown into a closed van.
What about those men, the train crew?
Why, we sent them over the border. Chief had it all fixed so they couldn't do a thing. While we cleaned up here.
You're stalling, Gavin. Come on through with it. What do you mean by the chief? Who planned this thing?
Why,
All right, spill it.
Hold on, son. Let the man tell his story. Gavin, what became of that train? We know that it left Canyon Crossing, but it didn't reach Barton. And there's no cutoff or siding in between the two.
I know. There's no cutoff or siding, but there's the old disused line that ran to the El Dorado mine 10 years ago.
But the El Dorado doesn't join the States Pacific.
No, it doesn't join till someone makes a junction. We took a section of the States Pacific track.
Here she comes.
More deep, Doc. Let's give us some more oil. All right.
Hurry up now, men. Get those rails out there as fast as you can. Every trace was removed. Half of the train passed up the old line. Where the rest was worn from the old rails, a corrosive was used. The time the railroad dicks got on the job, there wasn't a sign to show that the train had gone up the old El Dorado line for years.
Why, that country was scoured by a half a dozen searching parties. You can't hide a whole train on 5 miles of rusty track.
Don't stop him, please. I've got to make the afternoon editions for this story. Listen, your name isn't in this yet, but if you want it kept out, talk and talk fast.
Oh, all right. If you've got to have it, now listen. That's where it special is. 300 feet under the ground. The shaft is covered, and the tracks which led to it taken away.
All right, Gavin. We can check up on that story later. Now, what became of the gold?
I don't know. Nobody but the chief knows that.
Oh, the chief knows, does he? Well, we want to know his name, and we want to know it now.
Why? Give me some water, will you? Why, I gotta have protection. If I tell you his name, why, I gotta get out of the country.
Come through with that name, Gavin, and you go free. With a boat ticket to anywhere you like. Withhold it, and you get the works. Now, you've got 2 minutes to decide.
There goes the signal, boys. Come on.
15 seconds to go, Gavin. It means freedom or...
I'll talk. I ain't gonna take that roll up. Why, they'll leave me here, too.
You're just in time, Sam. This man Gavin here has told us the story of how the gold special was stolen and dropped into the old El Dorado shaft. He was about to name his chief, the mastermind who planned the robbery.
He's told that, has he? Well, guard your prisoner well. He knows the brain that planned this robbery is keen enough to plan his rescue. That's why he hasn't squealed. Now, let me handle this. You can't get information out of this sort of scum by questions. You've got to beat it.
No, you can't do that. You mustn't.
Now, talk, you rat. And talk fast before I drive your head off your shoulders.
Keep your hands where they are, everybody. And don't move. Come on, Gavin. Over here.
I didn't smell anything, Doc. I knew you were coming for me.
That's all right, Gavin. Out, boys. I'm locking this door. And if anybody moves in the next 5 minutes, it's curtains.
They're getting away. Call the police, quick!
Yeah, the police. Police, quick. Operator. 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 The phone's dead. Those scoundrels have cut the wire. I'll get them, guns or no guns.
Don't be a fool, Sam. Those are desperate men. So you can't say they'll kill you anyway.
Take your time, Slater.
What do you mean, time?
Don't worry. They won't get away.
What?
That's the gang, Lieutenant. The big shot's still missing. Come on.
All right, take care of these men. Well, now, what do you think you're going to do with us?
When those men ran out of this building, they ran right into the arms of the police that Bob Collins had waiting for them.
What's that?
Great work, boy. But how did you know?
I knew that there'd be an attempt made to rescue Gavin, because Gavin's chief was here.
His chief?
Here?
Well, what do you mean?
Gavin was all ready to confess everything when his chief walked in and stopped him.
Tom, you're mad. Why, you young cop,
Tom, bagged them all. Good go. Good going. Hey, get in.
All he's got. It's either him or me, I'm sorry.
Slater, Sam, I can't understand.
Might as well, Hood. It's true. You'll find the gold under the floor of the office, the old El Dorado mine. I guess I undertook too much. That boy of yours, he
Samuel Slater of the Golconda Mining Company, master crook who engineered the gold special robbery.
Oh, Betty, I'd rather you wouldn't publish that about Sam. His associates will never tell, because he got his trying to help them. That gets into the paper.
But, Mr. Hood, I'm a reporter. And as a reporter, I've got to turn my story into the paper.
But don't you understand that
That's right, Betty. As a reporter. But as Mrs. Thomas Hood, don't you think you could kill the story for the honor of the family?
Why, Tom. But it was such a wonderful finish to my story.
Yes, it is a wonderful finish to our story.
Well, after all the trouble we've been through to get that story.
Okay.